like diving back-mounted unit configuration and you're also a side mount diver? Well, what about when you go traveling with your rebreather? Wouldn't it be nice to have the ability to choose between the configuration based on what your needs are? Well, that would need owning a multiple rebreathers, right? Well, not necessarily, because with Liberty, you can just own one rebreather and one or multiple conversion kits, and just to choose which one you'd be able to convert into based on your needs. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So welcome to the 13th episode of CCR Liberty in Detail, where we're going to be talking about how you can convert your Liberty unit into different configurations. So let's dive into it. As you have learned from our previous episodes, the Liberty configurations share the same head and in most of the cases the scrubber canister as well. So what we have here now is fully set up front mounted counterlung configuration. We have a conversion kit to back mounted counterlung configuration. We have a Liberty Light configuration here, and we also have the side mount unit conversion kit here as well. So we're gonna have a look at what those conversion kits contain and how you can convert them from one to another. So what we're going to have a look at now is how you can convert your front mounted counterlung configuration into back mounted configuration and what you need for that. So what you need is first a pair of back mounted counterlungs. You need a pair of manual addition valves because they will no longer be on your front, but they will be next to your mouth now. So you will get a pair of those. And then you can either choose whether you would like to keep your DSV or whether you would like to change for BOV. That's entirely up to you. Both configurations work. The next thing that you need to decide what you would like is your position of your ADV. In most of the configurations of the front mounted counterlungs, your ADV is located here on the front unless you have it in the T-piece or you're already using your BOV. But once you switch to the back mounted counterlungs, you have two options. So if you switch to BOV, then you can choose whether you would like to have your ADV installed in your BOV or if you would like to have your ADV in the T-piece. And the next thing that you need and that you will get in your conversion kit into back mounted counterlung configuration is new set of straps. So your straps are going to also be different, so they come as a part of the conversion kit as well, and you're gonna get some hoses as well. And that's pretty much it, what you need to get done. Then you just remove your front mounted counterlungs and you attach your counterlungs here up along the side, and you are done and your unit is converted into back mounted counterlung configuration. So next thing what we're going to have a look at is how you convert your back mounted unit into Liberty Light configuration, which is a 15.5 kilo travel companion or a comfortable everyday diving unit. So let's have a look at what you actually get in your conversion kit first. So what you get in every Liberty Light conversion kit is you get a brand new pair of back mounted counterlungs. So that comes with it. You get your harness with Liberty Light weight system, which also includes your wing. So Liberty Light comes with a donut wing. It also contains all the hosing that you need to hook everything up, including your SPGs and also your first stage apex flight regulators. So that's all part of that, but that's not everything. You also get the custom locking mechanism. We already had a look at this one in our episode with about the Liberty's frame, but we're also going to have an episode about Liberty Light unit itself, so we're going to have a look at this one again, but you get that with every configuration. And you also get a stand for Liberty Light, so you can choose if you would like to use the unit with the stand or without. And you also get a whole loop. You can select in our configurator whether you would like to have your loop with a BOV or with DSV, and then you can also configure it based on what type of ADV you would prefer to have. If you already have a loop, for example, you're converting from back-mounted unit with a back-mounted counterlunks, then you don't really need a loop, so you can use our existing loop. So you just select in the configurator that you don't want to have the loop. But what's already included in the base price is all this that you can see. So I'll demonstrate how you convert into the light unit. So given we're converting from a back-mounted unit or even side-mounted unit, I'm going to use my head and I'm going to use my scrubber canister. As you can see, I'm using a standard scrubber canister, but the Liberty Light can actually also be used with a short scrubber canister. So then if you're using it with the stand, every stand comes with an extra adapter, which just sort of increases the height of the stand to give your short scrubber canister extra support to fill in the gap. So then what you got to do is you start with using the locking mechanism, which you open up and put into its place. So it locks itself in a place and that nicely secures the head and the scrubber canister together. And then you just take this whole lot and just place it in between the straps. Pull the straps, tighten them up, and then you select what you just put your cylinders on as well. In the configurator, you can also choose if you would like the configuration to come with cylinders, or if you already have cylinders, you can select it without cylinders. The Liberty Light unit can be run with 2 or 3 liter cylinders. So that's on, that's good to go. You just hook all your hoses up, place your counter lungs on, put your loop on, connect everything up, obviously with using your assembly checklist, and you're good to go, you're happy to go diving. So next thing that we're going to have a look at is how you convert from back mounted unit into side mount unit. So this is the conversion kit to side mount unit. So what you get in that is you get your side mount unit titanium frame with cylinders. You get your counterlunks with ADV. So you get a loop with DSV, your manual addition valves, and as I mentioned, your ADV. And you also get an extra head-up display, because in side mount configuration the length of the cable for the head-up display is a little bit longer, so you get an extra head-up display. You get a handle for your scrubber canister, and you get a couple of connections to the head, so you can hook your unit up and you can go diving. So we're going to have a look at how you actually convert into it. So now what you have to do is just use your head and your scrubber canister. You connect your S pieces and you attach your handle on, swap over your head-up display, undo your straps and place this whole part here, strap it down, and you've got a fully functional side mount unit that's ready to be dived. Another thing that you can also select when configuring your side mount unit is where you would like to have your oxygen feed. So with back mounted units, the oxygen feed is here through a banjo connection. You can also select to use an axial connection which looks like this, which for side mount unit keeps the oxygen inlet a bit more tucked away inside of the frame, and it also makes it easier to be screwed on and attached. So that can also be selected extra in the configurator if that's the way you would like to have your unit configured. But you can also run the side mount unit with the Banjo O2 connection as well. It's not a problem. In our configurator, you can also choose additional things like changing the size of your scrubber. If you would like to, for example, run your unit with a short scrubber and you don't have one, you can choose one there, or you can also select if you would like to have the unit with a shut-off valve and additional things. Now we're going to have a look at how you convert from side mount unit to back mount unit. So again, you can use your head. In the case of a standard scrubber canister, you can use both these and convert straight into back mount unit. In case you're using short scrubber canister, then you need to choose if you would like to use standard scrubber canister or extra light scrubber canister. Again, you can select those in a configurator, so that's not a problem. Then you can select whether you would like to start configuring your unit as a front mounted counterlung unit or a back mounted counterlung unit. Again, as we had a look at in our previous episodes, you can select in either one of these cases whatever configuration of the whole unit you would want. So you can select your DSV, whether you would like to have a DSV or a BOV. You can select your ADV options. You can also select the type of a wing you would like to have. It's like configuring a brand new unit. So things like size of a stand and a material can also be chosen, and also additional things or part of the configurator. So they can all be chosen. In case that your unit came with an axial O2 feed, then you need to select the Banjo O2 feed in the configurator and convert your unit to the Banjo feed, which you can do yourself. Okay, so that's it for our today's episode. I hope that I helped you to uncover what you're actually getting in the conversion kits and how easy it actually is to convert from one configuration to another. So if you would like to try to dive one of our units, please contact one of our instructors and organize a demo dive with them. Or for more information, please follow our Divesoft webpage at divesoft.com or send us an email at info@divesoft.com. You can also follow our social media down below. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in our next episode.